Experts say people in the West are getting hit the hardest with the urban heat island effects and air pollution, driving up health risks. The urban heat island effect is a widespread issue globally which every larger city faces, including Melbourne. The city is built in the color of grey and black like asphalt and concrete, which are good at retaining heat. As a result, it can bring an impact of temperature rise in the urban area.
There's been some studies where what researchers have done is they've actually taken a thermometer and measured the ambient temperature. And they've gone from the edge of the city, where, it's not very built up, all the way into the center of the city. And they found that in some cases, there is an increase of up to 7 degrees. So as you go from the outside of the city to the center, you can have an urban heat island effect of 7 degrees hotter.
The extra heat can lead to heat exhaustion, which will have an impact on people's ability to be productive. It is not just a daytime thing. Materials like asphalt and brick hold on to heat and let it out at night, making it hotter and harder to sleep. Heavy truck traffic is one of the main factors contributing to air pollution in Melbourne West. The West sits on key-freight roads connecting the port of Melbourne to container yards, but unlike other cities, most of the fresh air moved by diesel trucks, pumping out toxic fumes. Public health expert Craig Walter says many of the trucks used for short hauls are old, which are highly emitting and polluting.
These short haul trucks are very polluting, and they're cutting across this area, and they're using these little streets which are not designed for big trucks, and those streets have got a lot of stoplights. Now when those trucks stop and they start, their emissions are much, much worse than when they're travelling on a flat gradient at 80 kilometres per hour with no stop.
When extreme heat combined with heavy air pollution, the risks multiply. That's what happened in Melbourne West. Behind me, the trucks rumble through the street lined with red asphalt. But it's not just traffic, it's health threat.
Excessive heat stresses the body, raising the risk of dehydration, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. Air pollution harms the lung and heart, triggering asthma, breathing trouble, and heart problems. Put heat and pollution together, and it's worse than either on its own. They combine to hit people even harder.
So if you have a situation of air pollution, and that's coinciding with a heat wave, then that's going to have a higher rate of mortality on hospital admissions for a range of diseases than either one alone.
Jason Lim, Almighty Newsline.